okay. That
Hi
looks okay.
guys, so I'm going to be talking about my new He-Man that I got for Christmas. So,
Oh no.
whoops. He came with an axe, he came with a bunch of weapons.
That's the power sword.
But what I don't like about it is, why is that there?
Well, that's if, like in this figure, which is kind of like the old ones, his you could take his harness off if you wanted to.
And then
He's got a sheath there, doesn't he, where you can put his sword in, which is handy.
I think they were in a rush with him because his eyes...
His eyes are a little sleepy, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess he's
Like, look here.
tired.
He's like, oh man, this battle was rough, and
then his pants, they, if you've seen my dad's videos with the other He-Mans, they've had longer pants, but this time they put it as short as they wanted to.
yeah, they are very short pants, aren't they?
Yep.
But I mean, that's okay. Like I said, I think Eternia is a really warm planet, and everybody's just like, all right, let's just go with the shorts. And if we've got to put a shirt on, let's just not put too much of a shirt on.
Yeah, let's just put
Yeah.
some metal on.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just put a metal piece on. He's got a cool shield, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But he's very much a send-up of the 80s He-Man. His hair's way more of a bright yellow than the vintage 80s He-Man was, which is cool. And one thing about him, as opposed to the older ones, is he has a whole lot more articulation, which means
He's mine.
instead of him just moving this way, like his arm can do that, his hands can do this.
His wrists.
Yeah.
His wrists can
His
move.
feet can move.
But right here on his
ankles.
feet, I think they just gave up.
You think they gave up?
Yeah.
Well, maybe. But you know, he's got a lot of cool things going about him, and he's very. I mean, he's a very playable figure, which I
Jeez.
like.
Underneath the shield, he's just doing this.
We've already had him, not him, but we've already had Evil Lyn and Skeletor play around in the classics castle, haven't we, Audrey? Oh yeah, spoiler alert. There's an Evil Lyn coming up. He's got a little bit of a. It's okay. There's a little bit of a little thing that, like, look here on his harness. Had a little situation there, didn't he? Did he come out of the package like that?
Is he a dog?
I don't know. But yeah, I like him pretty good. And his power sword, obviously, it's going to meet up with Skeletor's, and they can form the full power sword to enter Castle Grayskull.
I wish they wouldn't do this.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a toy thing. They always have to brand their properties. No, I can't fit it. There you go.
There we go.
But He-Man's pretty cool. I mean, he's the guy, you know. He's our hero.
What I don't like in the back about my figure is, well, there's this.
Well, Skeletor has the other half of that. They can combine together. If you can keep chatting, I can go get him and I can show you.
Well, then, also with his axe, you say, if you've seen Geldor yet, we already did that video. He said over here, he's got an axe. But this axe is more better. But with this axe, it's a bit better, but it's not as shiny and stuff. Wow. My dad did not shut the door when he went out in the garage because he has a whole case out there filled with He-Man figures that he had when he was little. And so his axe, I think it's a bit better, but not as better because, wow, let's close that up. I also don't like how they just put lines and do that.
Gee, extra.
No. So, there.
And so,
That's a sword.
so here's Skeletor's sword.
Yeah.
And see how it's got those dots on the back?
Yep, we
So-
can connect it to his.
Yeah. Can
I
you?
got it.
So if you put those together,
It's not good because He-Man can steal his sword and
Can you show it?
Skeletor can
So combined, just like in the 80s, they both have a half of the power sword. You put them together, then whoever has that can enter Castle Grayskull.
My dad got another one for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I think my mom got it for him. I don't know.
Maybe.
I think she did.
So
Was
that
it Tila?
Tila, yeah.
And I got a He-Man on Christmas too.
So that
I think I know who got it for me.
Oh, jeez, we're doing terrible with this little box. So that is He-Man.
You
have the power.
Okay, well, my dad has not said a word, but I will not be in this video. You will hear me say something at the end of the video, but goodbye.
All right, so today we're going to talk about the Masters of the Universe Origin Skeletor. He is the first figure that we got of this line since I was a kid in the 80s. I'd always get the vintage figures, had most of them in vehicles, and then got into the classics line, and now we're picking up a few of these guys. We're really into them. We really like the bright colors of them, and loving the articulation on them instead of just the 5 points. You know, they can move their wrists and at the elbow and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. There's some downfalls on a few of the figures, like with Evil Lyn. Wasn't real crazy about the kind of the weird flap on the knees, and our He-Man figure, as opposed to some other ones that we have, the He-Man kind of looks like he's a little tired from battle in his eyes, we said. Yep. But I think this Skeletor is a pretty good win. His face, it looks pretty scary. He's got a good mouth open face. You know, he looks pretty great, I think. It's a good representation of Skeletor all around. I mean, and the body, that looks to me like if you just cover his face up, that body, I mean, that's 80s Skeletor to me. I don't see anything different. He can just move better. It's the right color. Everything is. I kind of wish they had done the thing they did with He-Man with Skeletor here, since he does have his Havoc staff, and they kind of added in a little sheath for his part of the power sword. That would have been neat. But other than that, it's all good. I like it. His nails look good, all that. But he's a lot of fun. In some of these other figures, I might get into, you know, remembering some memories of the figures or stuff like that. But you know, I don't really have any memories of Origins figures. They're new to us, so I don't want to get too much into that. But just want to say that I like Skeletor, this figure, and always love the character. And I want to give a shout out to Daniel Benedict, who's been doing a great job on YouTube of making some great advertisements for these Origins figures that make it seem like the old 80s Mattel advertisements, and the kids, I'm not sure if they're sanctioned or not, but they're great, and the kids playing with the toys, and I think it's a lot of fun.
I wake up because he turns it on.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is happening?
What is happening? But yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, Skeletor is definitely the best of the line so far, in my opinion, of the ones that we've gotten. And then, but we'll be talking about a couple others here soon. So, all right, thanks for sticking around, and try and get him to. They do stand a lot better than the old ones too. I do want to point that out. So,
it still has chicken feet.
And what did we say?
You have the power. We're going to be talking about my Evil Lyn. Well,
she is from the Masters of the Universe Origins 2020 line.
If you saw the Skeletor and the He-Man, well, Skeletor, you didn't really see him in there, but we put his sword together with He-Man's sword. So, I'm going to be talking about Evil Lyn this time. I don't think they were in much of a rush with her, because the pants are still short as can be.
That's just how the figures look.
Whatever. But her teeth are not even as small as a bird's.
Her teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But her eyes are pretty good. But I think she put on a bit too much of green eyeshadow.
Yeah. What do you think about Evil Lynn's yellow color?
I think it should be more like the skin color. Because I'll be right back. Dad, if you can keep talking, I'll go grab something.
Okay, Evil Lynn's always been one of my favorite figures. She was never this yellow color on any of the animated versions, nor was she in the 87 movie. But I guess it was just easy to use the parts left over from Tila in the 80s and just make her just a little bit different by coloring her yellow.
Yeah, Tila, I just got her.
Yeah. And you can see if you look on Tila, they have similar features.
I have to put it in. Well, can't really, but I can put the back of the box. There's Tila, which is right in this box. Skeletor, my dad has Skeletor. I have He-Man. It looks way more better right here on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And Evelyn, I got her. The only four I need is Tila, Man-in-Arms, Beastman, and Skeletor.
Well, you have Skeletor and Tila.
You
I have them.
have Skeletor.
Well, sure.
And you have Tila.
But I like Evil Lynn because she works with Skeletor, but she kind of always works against him too. She's always kind of like unleashing some sort of problem for him, whether it's the Snake Men or Hordak or whoever. But she's a lot of fun, and you know she's more articulated this time around. She can move around.
Hold on, I need Skeletor real quick. Oh, jeez.
But I'm not. I like that her knees can bend, but I'm not really a fan of this. But you know, it's all good because she has a lot of play value. She's just not, 5 points of articulation. She has much more. Yeah.
I'm gonna put him in.
Okay.
He has chicken feet.
Yeah. Well, that's how a lot of the evil warriors they had that, and the good guys would just have the straight.
You hold her.
The straight boots.
I have something to do. Go defeat Hordak. No, I will not, Skeletor.
I'm going to unleash him out of this portal.
No.
Ah! And Skeletor would go, Yar!
Yar!
We have a lot of trouble with our backdrop here, but we're just having fun.
I'll leave that.
All right, so that's Evil Lynn. I think Audrey likes her a lot.
Yes.
And she came with her staff here.
And it had a billion things of plastic wrapped around it.
Yeah, they're really with the Origins figures. They are really wrapping the weapons up nice and tight for sure. But it's all good. So I think that's all with Evil Lynn. What do you say? We like her.
I like her outfit.
Yeah.
But in the bag, they didn't get very lined up, and I don't want them to do this anymore.
They're not going to stop doing that. They did it on the old ones too. She doesn't like the writing when Mattel prints what year they made the figure and all the serial number and whatnot on the back. She doesn't like that.
It probably says 2020.
I don't think she likes the tags on stuffed animals either.
1186. And 2020. Yeah, it does say 2020.
But that's all. That's Evil Lynn. And
yeah.
What do we say? We say, you have the power.